Are you tired of guessing how long to smoke a whole chicken and ending up with dry meat or worse, a raw center? In this video, I'm sharing my method for how to predict how long it should take you to smoke a whole chicken with a scary amount of accuracy. No more vague 2 to 3 hour estimates. I'll share my step-by-step system, a calculator hack, and a bonus wind adjustment tip. This tip alone could save you 30 minutes of cooking time. Let's get started. All right, I know what you're thinking. This sounds like clickbait. Can you really predict a smoke time that accurately? I promise, this isn't fluff. And by the end of this video, you'll have the same system I've tested on dozens of chickens. And I've tried it on different types of smokers. With what I'm about to share, you'll save yourself a lot of trial and error and figure out the exact time to get it juicy, smoky, and just absolute perfection. And I'll cover 3 key pillars most barbecue videos skip, like how humidity and brining affects your cook time. And I'll show you my smoke time matrix that is so accurate it feels like cheating. Unlike generic tutorials, this is about mastering prediction, not just smoking. Okay, now if you ever smoked a chicken and wondered why one day it took 2 hours and another day it's pushing on 3 hours, you're not alone. Inconsistent results come from not knowing the fundamentals. Without these, you're rolling the dice, risking dry breast or rubbery skin, or undercooked thighs that send your guests running for the toilet. Knowing these basics means you can plan your cook, sip a cold one, and still serve a chicken that's juicy and flavorful without the stress. The 3 must-know factors for getting this right are chicken weight, smoking temperature, and smoker type. Chicken weight is the biggest driver. Bigger birds take longer. Temperature decides if you're going low and slow for deep smoke flavor or hot and fast for crispy skin. And your smoker, pellet, offset, or electric can all hold temperature differently, which can swing your cook times by up to 30 minutes. Get these right and you're halfway to that scary accurate prediction. Here's how to figure out exactly how long to smoke your chicken. And it's super easy, like following a simple recipe. Step 1, check your chicken's weight. Look at the label on the package. It tells you right there. A chicken that's 3 to 5 pounds is perfect for new cooks. Bigger ones are more like turkeys, and that's trickier to do. Step 2, pick your smoker's heat. Want a smoky taste? Set your smoker for 225 degrees Fahrenheit. It takes longer, but it's yummy. Now, if you want crispy skin, use 350 degrees. It cooks quicker. Now, let's figure out the cooking time. First, take your chicken's weight. Take that weight and multiply it by 35 minutes. That's how long it takes at 275 degrees, a middle of the road heat. And adjust for your smoker's heat. If it's cooler than 275 degrees, add extra time. If it's hotter, take some time off. And here's how. For every 25 degrees cooler than 275, add 10 minutes for each pound. For every 25 degrees hotter than 275, take away 5 minutes for each pound. And here's what it looks like. Say you have a 4-pound chicken at 225 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 50 degrees cooler than 275. So step 1, 4 pounds times 35 minutes is 140. That's about 2 hours and 20 minutes. Step 2, 50 degrees cooler means 2 25 degree steps. So add 20 minutes per pound. 4 times 20 is 80. Add them up. 140 plus 80 is 220. Or about 3 hours and 40 minutes. Now, what about 350? That's 75 degrees hotter than 275. Or 3 steps of 25. Start with 140 for the 4-pound chicken. Take away 15 minutes per pound. So 4 times 15 is 60. And then we're going to subtract. 140 minus 60 is 80 minutes, or about 1 hour and 20 minutes. Try this with your smoker and write down what happens. Keep a little notebook with a chicken's weight, the heat, and how long it took. This helps you learn what works, and don't worry, you don't need the notebook forever. After a few cooks, you'll know it by heart, like riding a bike. With this foundation, you'll be able to predict the time within about 15 minutes. No more hovering over the smoker, poking the bird every 10 minutes, or serving dinner late. This system lets you relax, knowing your chicken's on track for juicy results. The basics here get you pretty close, but to predict how long to smoke a whole chicken, you also need to account for prep and environment. Things like brining or high humidity can stretch your cookout by 30 to 45 minutes, turning a great pail-in into overcooked disappointment. Here's 3 advanced things to consider: prep methods, environmental conditions, and wood choice. Brining adds moisture but slows cooking as the extra water evaporates. Humidity in the air does the same thing, delaying crispy skin. And wind can mess with your smoker's heat, especially on offsets. And wood affects indirect heat, subtly shifting the time. Now let's make your cooking time even better. We'll add a few easy tricks to get it just right. First, think about brining. Brining means you're soaking your chicken in salty water overnight. It makes the meat juicy, but it adds extra time, probably about 20 to 30 minutes. After brining, dry the chicken with paper towels. This stops the steam from slowing your cook. Next, check the weather. Is it rainy or is it humid? That makes the cooking take longer. Add in 10 to 15 minutes to your time. Is it windy? Windy can mess with your smoker's heat. You can move your smoker to a spot blocked from the wind, like near a wall, or just add another 10 minutes to your cooking time. You could also buy a blanket for your smoker online to keep it warm, but you don't need one to start. Then you're going to think about your wood. The wood you use in your smoker matters. Hickory wood burns hot, so it cooks faster. For a 4-pound chicken, take away 5 minutes if you use hickory instead of a softer wood like apple wood or cherry. And here's how to put it all together. Start with the cooking time we figured out before. For a 4-pound chicken at 275, that's about 2 hours and 20 minutes. If you brined it, add 20 minutes. If it's humid, add 10 minutes. If you use hickory, take away 5 minutes. So a 4-pound brine chicken at 275 in humid weather with hickory, take 140, add 20 for the brine, add 10 for the humidity, subtract 5 for the hickory. That's 165 minutes, or about 2 hours and 45 minutes. I tried this with a 4.5-pound chicken at 250 on a windy day, and I added 30 minutes for the brine, 10 for the wind, and used applewood. So no subtraction there. My guess was right around 3 hours and 45 minutes, and it was done in 3 hours and 40 minutes. It was so close. Now these little tweaks refine your prediction to within 5 to 10 minutes, giving you the best chance of getting a chicken that's juicy and with skin that's crispy. No more leathery skin or dry meat because you missed the mark. By the way, if you want the step-by-step process within this video, I have a video summarization, and I'm going to leave that down in the comments down below. So if you're thinking that this is pretty complicated and you want to print out all of the steps here that we're covering, just check out the comments down below. I went ahead and I summarized the video step by step for you. Now, even a killer prediction could go sideways if your smoker temp dips or if it spikes. Without real-time monitoring and adjustments, you're gambling on perfection and you risk underdone thighs or overcooked breasts. Using the right tools and making mid-cook tweaks ensures your prediction holds true, delivering a safe, succulent bird that makes you the barbecue hero of your backyard. Now, what we've covered is the basics of predicting how long to smoke a whole chicken. Let's talk about 3 pro tips. I'm talking about using a reliable thermometer, spritzing, and rotating the chicken. Good instant read thermometer or a leave-in probe tracks the internal temperature. Spraying with juices keeps the skin crispy without adding time, and rotating the bird evens out the heat exposure. Let's make sure your chicken cooks perfectly every time. Here's some easy tricks to check on while it smokes. First, you're going to use that thermometer. Get a good thermometer and check the chicken's internal temperature. I like the Meter Plus one. It sends notifications to my phone telling me the temperature, and this way I can relax instead of watching the smoker all day. I typically insert the probe into the breast to reach 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, spritz the chicken. Every 45 minutes, spritz your chicken with apple juice or a mix of water and apple cider vinegar. This keeps the skin nice and crispy without making the cook take any longer. Then turn the chicken halfway through the cooking process. You want to turn it around so that the other side faces the heat. This helps it cook evenly, especially if you use an offset smoker or if one side is too close to the heat source. Check if your smoker is too cool. Use a grill thermometer to see if your smoker is staying hot. If it's too cool, turn up the heat by 25 degrees for the last 30 minutes to keep on track. A little added bonus of the Meter Plus probe is that it tells you the temperature of your smoker, not just the internal temperature of the meat. Once you hit your internal temperature, let the chicken rest. When it's done, let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. This allows the juices to redistribute throughout the meat. And here's a cool trick. Use a notebook to write down your chicken's weight, smoker heat, and if it's brined or windy outside. Check your thermometer during the cook. If the breast is only at like 140 after about 90 minutes, but should be at 150, then add 15 more minutes. Here's a bonus for windy days. If it's windy, look at your smoker's vents every 30 minutes. If they're blocked, but the air's weird, add about 10 minutes to your cook time. These tricks help you hit your cooking time exactly right. Your chicken will be safe to eat, super tender and full of flavor. You're not just a backyard cook anymore. You're a barbecue legend who gets it perfect without worrying. Now, you'll have time to try super fun stuff like ribs or briskets. So now you have a system in place to know how long to smoke a whole chicken with an incredible amount of accuracy. No more overcooked disasters or late night dinners, just consistent crowd-pleasing results. But what if you want to step up your barbecue game even more and try to smoke a brisket? Well, you're in luck. Check out this video right here where I'll walk you step by step through how to smoke the juiciest brisket ever. You aren't going to want to miss this one. Go ahead and check out that video now, and I'll see you there.